Now, what was your motivation towards, what was the key factor that made you change to veganism?
So I became a vegan around 8 years ago, and strangely enough, what made me vegan is pretty much what I'm doing right here in this classroom. I accidentally stumbled across a video on YouTube named "The Best Speech You Will Ever Hear" by a man named Gary Yourofsky. He's an American animal rights activist. This is back in 2014. Now, back then, I was a huge non-vegetarian. 10 years ago, here in Loyola campus, I think that is where the dance group right now practices their dancing moves. What's that group called? The dancing group here in Loyola? Dream Team. Yeah, they used to. But over there back then was another canteen, and I would be there at 12 o'clock because at 12 sharp they'll open both the drum for the beef biryani and the chicken biryani, and I will be served first each time. Trust me, I was a hardcore meat eater. I was born into a vegetarian Brahmin family, but I've eaten meat all my life. Okay, I loved meat. I love fried chicken. Even right now I'll say openly, I love eating this. It tastes amazing. No vegan food can match the taste of non-veg food. But however, the point is that I saw a speech, like the one I gave, this is basically a ditto, a copy version of what I saw on YouTube, and the exact same points. I saw what was happening to the animals, I saw the fear in their eyes, and when I look into the eyes of an animal, I can realize that I am the monster, I am the bad person. And just like how I spoke in the beginning, I cannot stand here and condemn racism, casteism, sexism, while condoning speciesism. How can I choose to support one form of discrimination while saying I'm fighting against other forms of discrimination? How can I say I'm against injustice and violence, and at the same mouth I will eat injustice and violence? So after thinking about this for a long time and seeing those videos, I realized that I have to change. I didn't change overnight. I did not go vegan immediately, but it was a step-by-step process for me. But psychologically up here, I changed on the spot. I realized this is an injustice of insane proportions. I mean, if we replace the animals in the slaughterhouse right now with baby humans, the world will go crazy. If we replace them by just cats and dogs, everyone will go out there and start protesting. But since they're just chickens and fish, no one cares. So I realized as a hypocrite, I didn't want to hurt anyone anymore, so I stopped. That's why I changed.
What made you take the steps you're taking up right now, like to go and become an activist yourself?
So to become an activist, what happened to me was I went vegan myself because I knew it's an injustice. I didn't want to be a part of the violence. But just because I stopped doesn't mean that the violence stops. Now I go back to work and all my friends are still eating meat, dairy, and eggs. They ask me, Arvind, why did you stop? I explain to them and they laugh at me. They make fun of me, make jokes of me. I tell them to watch these videos like the ones I showed you. They're like, no, we won't watch the videos, but we'll still eat, we'll still make fun of all of this. So I realized that just by me changing, the world is not changing, and that animals are still suffering and dying. Once you have your eyes opened the way I had, the world doesn't seem the same anymore. I feel right now, honestly, I don't feel like I'm living in a society anymore. I feel like I'm living in a big mental asylum, to be honest. Because every time I walk across the street, all I see is dead body of animals. I don't see meat anymore. I see now a dead body of an animal. I see grieving mothers when I look at milk. I see crushed male chicks when I look at eggs. And people are still consuming this so blindly without even knowing. I'm not saying that if I give a speech right now, everyone's going to become vegan and change. But there are hundreds of thousands of people in the world who will change like how I did. They're waiting to get this information and then make the switch. So I thought I have to go out there, represent these animals, because these animals cannot speak for themselves. They are basically abused and they don't even understand what's going on some of the times. Such small baby animals were harming so much. So I wanted to step up, be their defender, speak out for them, and do anything I can in my power to just make this stop. And I'm just making an effort. Will I succeed? I have no idea. But I can no longer be quiet after seeing that how these animals suffer, a pig trembling in fear, having their mouth tied up so that someone could just stick a knife in their throat and eat a sandwich. I can't shut up and keep quiet after seeing such insane violence. I cannot be quiet. I have to make an effort to stop it. So that's what I'm doing.